Hello, Mohan sir. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Please wait 1 minute. I'll start session.
Sure.
Fine. Let's start today's session. So this is the first session of your .NET Core Package course. So this is .NET 8. That means I'm going to cover all the subjects related to .NET 8 standard. So .NET Core 8 also we can call it as .NET 8 or .NET Core 8. So we are in 8th version, that is Core 8 version of .NET. So I'm going to teach all the subjects in .NET package, the .NET Core 8 only. Okay. But there is .NET framework is there as well as core framework is there. So I'll let you know that what is the main difference between .NET framework and core framework. Very simple. .NET framework means platform dependent style. .NET Core framework means platform independent style. Okay, that is only the difference mainly. But initially, .NET was completely based on .NET framework only, which makes platform dependent. So what is platform dependent as well as independent? I'll explain you. But later onwards, like from 2016 onwards, Microsoft introduced .NET Core frameworks also. So who are looking for making their .NET applications or platform independent style. So very simple, platform dependent means the .NET framework applications can only run on Windows based operating systems, which cannot run on other operating systems. Whereas .NET Core platform in the sense, .NET applications can able to run on any operating system like Windows, Unix, Linux, other Mac OS operating systems also. So which one do you want to use? You can use, but majority of the people nowadays .NET Core we are using because core means which can make platform independent style. So programmer can run their .NET applications on any platform, can build for any platform, including like Unix, Linux, okay, uh, Windows, as well as Mac OS. So that's the reason .NET 8 version I'm going to teach, that is Core 8 version it is. So first of all, what is .NET you have to understand. Later onwards, I'll include clearly what kind of subjects I'm going to teach in complete .NET package. Okay. So first of all, what is .NET? At first point is .NET is the product of Microsoft ultimately. Yes, .NET is the product of Microsoft. You know that already. .NET is completely the product of Microsoft. Yes. So Microsoft team members only they implement completely .NET. So there is no author or father of .NET. The reason is .NET completely built by multiple developers, which is completely Microsoft community. That's the reason it is completely .NET is a product of Microsoft. And .NET is a framework actually. Initially, Microsoft introduced .NET as a framework only. So it is a framework. It is not a technology. It is not a language. What is .NET means? It is a framework. Okay. So which is completely designed by, which is completely designed by Microsoft Corporation. So .NET is a framework which is completely designed by Microsoft. Okay. .NET was announced by Bill Gates. .NET was announced by Bill Gates in the year of 2000. The first version of .NET was released in the year of 2002. From 2002 onwards, people are using .NET to build the applications in real time. The first version of .NET was released in the year of 2002. .NET was announced for the first time by Bill Gates in the year of 2000, which is completely implemented and designed by Microsoft Corporation. But what is .NET stands for? Okay. So according to Microsoft, there was no official abbreviation of .NET. Okay. But most of the programmers or developers, they used to call it as network means, net means network enabled technology, or some programmers used to call it as network enterprise technology. Network enterprise technology. But I'm saying that according to Microsoft, there is no official abbreviation of .NET. Only the programmers or third-party users, they used to call it as NET stands for network enabled technology or network enterprise technology. Why generally they used to call network enabled technology means most of the .NET applications, after building .NET application, most of the applications which can run over the internet or over the network. That's what we are calling it as network enabled technology. Got clarity? But remember that Microsoft never announced the abbreviation for .NET, that is network enabled technology or network enterprise technology, only net, .NET. You may get doubt what is dot stands for here. Dot is nothing but it is an extension, or according to our programming terminology, in our .NET especially, dot is nothing but one operator, one kind of operator, like access operator, member access operator. See, the moment while writing code in .NET programming, every time we used to use most of the cases dot extension or dot access operator only. Okay, so console dot, Windows dot, forms dot, like that only. Every time dot will play the role actually. If you miss the dot, there will be a big problem in the coding part. Okay, so obviously dot it is not extension actually, but it is one kind of operator like member access operator. So it is called operator actually. So this is basic information about .NET. What is .NET? Okay, that's it. I can say if anybody asks you what is .NET means, it's a .NET is a framework tool. You can say that. Not programming language, not technology. Undoubtedly, in the .NET, we are going to learn programming languages and we are going to learn technologies. Okay, complete combination it is. That's what generally we used to call .NET is nothing but it's a framework. Microsoft people are giving .NET framework or .NET core framework to the developers to build the applications. Okay, now it's time to talk about .NET framework and .NET core framework. What is the main difference? .NET framework as well as .NET core framework. Core. What is the difference? Both are same, not same. But as I said that initially, when we started .NET like first version 2002, there was only .NET framework. There is no .NET core. Okay. From the beginning days, from 2002 onwards, people were used .NET framework only to build lot of applications. Okay. Build a lot of application, .NET framework. So from 2002 to 2015, there is only .NET framework. .NET framework means which makes .NET applications are platform dependent, sir, actually. This is most important. Try to understand that. Dependent. Okay. Platform dependent means what? The moment when we develop any application using .NET framework, that .NET applications can only run on which kind of operating system? Windows or kind of operating system only. Yes, Windows OS. Only Windows OS it's possible to run. And the moment when we start development of .NET applications using .NET framework, the application cannot run on other operating system like Mac OS, Unix, Linux, and other OS. Purely it is platform dependent style only. That's the reason even though .NET was popular and using .NET we can build application development is faster rate just because of Java was platform independent. More developers or most of the people also prefer Java at that time. Even it is popular during the period of 2002 to 2015. .NET was became popular, but even though still majority of the people recommend or they were used Java just because of already Java from the beginning onwards platform independent style means which is makes run on all operating system. That's the reason Microsoft community think that they introduced from 2016. Look at this .NET Core version from 2016. First time they introduced .NET Core version from 2016 till today, till date. We are using .NET Core only. 2016 onwards, they introduced .NET Core, which makes completely what's a .NET applications are platform independent style. Yes, independent style only. Independent style means which can run on all operating systems, always. Windows, Unix, Linux, Mac OS, and other OS. So tell me, what is our learning process, .NET Core or .NET Framework? Anyone, but most of the cases nowadays people are learning .NET Core, not .NET Framework. But still some companies who are already associated with the .NET framework with their project, still they use .NET framework version only, which makes platform dependent style. Okay, but nowadays better to learn .NET Core version. It is equal to Java. How Java makes platform independent style. Same .NET also similarly makes platform independent style when the moment we use .NET Core framework. So this is the core version and the framework version main differences. Got clarity? 2016 till date platform independent style .NET Core only. In the core version, we are in the 8 version right now. Okay, so that's what you are learning .NET Core 8 or .NET 8, you can say that. If anybody asks you which version of .NET you are going to learn means you should say .NET 8 or else you can say .NET Core 8. Okay, .NET 5, 6, 7, 8 also there. Even 9 also in the on the way to introduce. So we are using .NET 8 in this course completely. We are introducing complete .NET 8 core concepts only we are going to discuss. For interview purpose and getting a job purpose, this is better approach. This is latest and all the updation things we are going to learn in our sessions. Okay, so this is .NET Core completely here. But once I want to explain you later coming to the in the upcoming next tomorrow session, I'll explain you clearly framework versions and core versions also no problem. There are lot of version histories there. But meanwhile, my plan is to do this. I want to explain you in this .NET 8 package course, the course duration especially, and how the way we are going to discuss all the .NET 8 related subjects. What subjects I'm going to cover, I must disclose here because you must get the clarity before going to learn .NET completely. So you must know that what subjects are there in .NET package. Okay. So first remember that here in .NET, so you must learn first one language, that is C#.NET. Yes, this is our programming language, sir. Remember, this is very important language. First 45 days to 50 working days, we will focus completely in the learning process of C#.NET only. The reason is without programming knowledge, you can't develop any further application. That's the reason C#.NET is a main subject and core subject. How Java people learn Java language code before going to implement their application. So how they learn Java language. Okay, core Java, advanced Java. So for .NET developers, what language we have? C# .NET, programming language. Next, ASP.NET. ASP.NET. This is core version only, which I'm going to explain. ASP.NET core. Next, third subject is ASP.NET core, MVC, model view control. Fourth one is ASP.NET core, entity framework. These are all ASP.NET family only, completely. Entity framework. Okay. Next, fourth one is ASP.NET. Fifth one, ASP.NET, ASP.NET. Web API. Yes, which is really important in real time. Web API. And next, sixth one is UI technology basics. That means what? UI basics. UI basics means HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, then Bootstrap. Okay, these are the UI technology basics. And seventh one is, which is really important, Microsoft SQL Server. That means MS SQL Server, which is really product of Microsoft again. Totally in this .NET course, you are going to learn these many subjects. C#.NET, one main programming language. In the ASP.NET web development, we are going to cover total 4 frameworks: core framework, MVC framework, entity framework, API framework. And designing purpose,
Sir,
tell me.
yes, sir. Just sorry to interrupt you. I have a question.
Sure, sure.
So, uh, when we are going to go ahead with these steps, are we going to cover how to do the authorization and authentication in the application? Like, take an
Obviously,
example. Take
obviously.
an example. If we think about a Windows authentication,
Hmm.
how we can do this in application. Nowadays, I'm working in an IT company,
Hmm.
and I struggle a lot in that area as well. I'm not able to understand how they are doing this, like
Sure, man.
Windows
In
authentication on the
C#.NET,
SQL.
especially, we are much more focused on Windows Forms application with connectivity with Microsoft SQL Server operations all.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
As server as well, are we going to cover how to host the application, how the IS server works?
You mean to say you are speaking about web applications?
Yes, sir. When we are talking about the web application, how to host it on an IS web server,
Obviously. That's
what is the
configuration will teach.
oh, thank you.
Obviously, server is important. Internet information service through, we can host our website onto the server. We can use that IP address through, web address through.
Thank you.
See, so these are the ASP.NET related subjects, which I'm going to cover. And UI technologies basics, which is really helpful to design our web application. And compulsory, as a .NET programmer, you must aware of MS SQL Server, Microsoft SQL Server database knowledge also. So first, the initial stage, we are going to start our programming language, that is C#.NET. After completion of introduction of .NET, we are going to start programming language, that is C#.NET. Okay. So next, we are going to start MS SQL Server, Microsoft SQL Server database syllabus I'll cover. Once you have good knowledge at C#.NET programming, as well as good knowledge in the database level, that is managing the data. Okay, completely. Once you got the database related idea and programming language idea, then we will start finally ASP.NET web development with MVC architecture, entity framework architecture, web API, everything, with including UI technology designing progress, that is HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, Bootstrap. So to cover all these topics with detailed lectures, with detailed coding, and with complete PDF documentation, which I'm going to send to you. So total duration of this course is minimum 4 months it will take, maximum 4.5 months. That clarity? 4 months duration it is required compulsory for all covering this all subjects with the proper training and proper picture. So you want to get proper knowledge, you want to become a good at the programming of .NET, or else do you want to get a job on .NET, you must and should focus 4 months strongly on all these subjects. Once you learn complete these all subjects, undoubtedly you should be in a position to crack the interviews, and easily you can able to survive after getting a job on .NET. But strictly remember, there are plenty of jobs opportunities are there in .NET especially, but you must show your skill set. That's it. Okay. So this is, and one more thing here, uh, in every topic wise documentation preparation already there, and topic wise programs also we will write in our editor. Same topic, same programs, we will hand over it to you through mail. And every day the session recorded is going to take place. The same day the recorded session video we will upload to your Google Drive. The video access or lifetime access. No, what we can say, lock period, only 6 months or 8 months, not like that. Especially my videos, even I used to handle a lot of full stack subjects like Python full stack, .NET full stack. No, so all my videos are lifetime accessible. Even though my team will send a mail that is 6 months access, because that is common message will be forward to all students who are opted with the DurgaSoft. So most of the trainers who are tie-up with the DurgaSoft, they used to give the access, the video access for the students only 6 months, but my side, I'm giving lifetime access. So I can, once I give access, the folder access to you, that lifetime you can able to watch those videos which I uploaded. So that is the thing, including PDF material and interview questions and everything will be covered in our lecture. Okay. And next,
Sir,
yeah.
I have a question. So right now I'm a working professional, and currently my company is working on .NET only because they have their legacy application, and I didn't get exposure to work on the .NET Core as of now. That's the reason I'm learning in this class. So does it does this class give me confidence to crack an interview in the .NET Core?
Undoubtedly, man. That's what I'm saying, no?
Okay.
But only the thing is you have to be focused and attend regular classes. And if you have any doubt, you can feel free to ask the question in the class, like how we are asking. At the same time, once demo lectures are over, minimum 4 to 5 demo lectures are there, please continue the demo lectures. After that enrollment process is over, we have a .NET online training group. Especially I am the admin person. Many of the students who are attending currently my sessions, they keep on post the questions, and if they are having any doubts, so we can quickly give the response in that group only. So communication will be keep on going as long as sessions are continuing. Even after completion of sessions also, the group is not going to be drop, it will be continue process. So every time we will assist you regarding what the way you want. Okay, as projects also will be there in the ASP.NET web development. So this ASP.NET Core, MVC, Web API, everything with project orientation only, I'm going to teach complete classes so that you will get hands-on experience. So coding experience you will get completely as a fresher. If you attend interview, you can claim yourself, I have some hands-on projects like that only. So total 4 months duration compulsory, minimum this is. And moreover, I wanted to tell you, so I strongly suggest you better to enroll for this total course, .NET entire package course. Okay, I'll tell you what is the reason. Or else I can tell you clearly. Initially, do you want to observe your skill set? Okay, sir, first I want to learn C#.NET so that I can decide later whether I am approaching well with C#.NET or not. After that, I can think about rest of the courses like ASP.NET, MS SQL, all these things. Means you can also do like this. So first you can only enroll for C#.NET course. Okay, after that, do you want to extend once I start Microsoft SQL Server development session and ASP.NET Core and other development sessions, you want to enroll it again, you can enroll. That also possible. But if you do like this, the course fee structure will be little bit increased, like 1,500 to 2,000 more. But if you enroll for the first time only package course, it will be less actually. So that things you can talk to our administrative team. They will contact you soon. Rest of the things you can discuss with them. They'll clearly explain what is required. Okay. But I'm giving you clarity. How the way you want, you can register the course, no problem at all. But mainly, let me focus apart from this basic discussion. Let me discuss each subject purpose is what actually. Yes, you are going to learn ultimately these many subjects which I have written here, but you must know the purpose of each subject, no, sir? Yes, that's the reason I'm telling you. First subject is C#.NET. What is this? I'm telling you C#.NET is a programming language. It is a programming language. Do you want to become a programmer? Compulsory, you should have the knowledge of programming part. At least one programming knowledge skills are required, which is most popular in entire .NET, that is C#.NET language. So C#.NET is a programming language which is used to write the coding part for the application development. Yes. C#.NET is a programming language which is used to write the coding part for the application development. Yes. To develop any application, compulsory programming code is required, sir. Without programming part, you can't build any application. And moreover, why I am asking you to give importance to C#.NET means once you complete C#.NET course, my complete first 45 days to 50 working days focus is C#.NET only, sir. The reason is why, C#.NET skills are very much important to learn rest of the subjects, especially these. If you don't have knowledge of C#.NET, you can't able to learn these ASP.NET Core, MVC, Entity Framework, Web API, waste of time. Because even though we go with ASP.NET, MVC, Entity Framework, Web API, whatever the code, logic code, we are completely right in this area. That logic is belongs to what, C#.NET only. So that means ultimate language is C#.NET. We can do lot more things with C#.NET language. Okay. So it's a programming language purely. But notice this, these all, whatever I'm selecting here, .NET Core, ASP.NET Core, ASP.NET Core, MVC, Entity Framework, API, not at all programming languages. Okay. Ultimately, only one programming language we are going to learn in the entire .NET package, that is C#.NET. But these are all not programming. These are completely frameworks. ASP.NET Core Framework, MVC Framework, Entity Framework, API. Sir, what is the meaning of framework? Simple, sir. Framework is nothing but it's having set of protocols, rules and regulations, and libraries. Microsoft Corporation giving to the .NET developers some frameworks to build applications easily. So for that, they are giving some rules and regulations, and by following the rules and regulations and protocols, we need to implement applications in a fixed span of time. Just because of they're offering so many libraries in the form of ASP.NET MVC Entity Framework API libraries, we can build the applications very faster rate. So maximum contribution code contributions from Microsoft company and minimum contribution we should give from our side as a programmer. So I always used to say building the web development or building in application based on Java will take much more long time when compared to .NET. So building applications using .NET is very much less time it will take because Microsoft will provide a lot of built-in libraries. Using those libraries, we can build the application code with less span of time. That is the main advantage because all predefined stuff or ready-made resources are available in .NET. Okay, fine. Now coming to this next subject which I explained, ASP.NET Core. First of all, you must know that ASP.NET means what? ASP stands for Active Server Page. ASP.NET stands for Active Server Page. So it is used to build web applications. ASP.NET is used to build web applications, which is used to build the web applications. Yes, our main target is these applications only in real time. Every time in our day-to-day life, we are going to use web applications only, sir. So what is web application means, application, the application which will provide the services, over the web, or internet, is called web application. Yes, lot of services we are getting over the internet, over the network nowadays. So to buy a product, we are using Flipkart, Amazon, And to do some transactions, we are using banking application. To order the food, we are using a lot of mobile applications like Swiggy, Zomato, so many. So all the activities we are performing on the web, that are web application, web apps only. So in entire the .NET platform, how to build web application means using a .NET framework. Tell me, Mr. Ashwin.
Sir, we talk about the active server page, which we use to create application on
Yeah.
earlier days.
ASP stands
So,
for active server page.
okay. So, are we talking about the active server pages which was a classical ASP, which was built in HTML pages, or
Yeah,
is
all
just a
the web
definition of
application, yes.
definition of ASP only?
No. ASP with the core. See, sir, ASP.NET is separate. Previously, which was
Yes.
there with is integrated with the .NET framework. Nowadays, ASP.NET Core is there. Core is completely architecture, MEC architecture through we are going to design. So normal classical ASP is only purely, there are two-layer architecture is there, front end and back end. But nowadays, people are implementing all the real-time application with what architecture pattern, design pattern, MVC, model view, control template. We're going to use this architecture only in the ASP.NET Core MVC structure. So many tools are there in the MVC platform. Models, views, controllers, all database layers, presentation layers, and business access layer will come together integrated with ASP.NET Core. So the application which will provide services over the web or internet is called web application. Web application development purpose, we use ASP.NET server-side technology. Fine. Then all the web application implementation we are doing in what platform? MVC platform. This is very important in real time. MVC. In this MVC, M stands for what? V stands for view. C stands for controller. Okay. So in MVC architecture design, yes, we're building web applications through this MVT architecture only. So model is nothing but what database access, data access layer. V is nothing but presentation layer. Presentation layer. Presentation layer. And controller is nothing but business access layer. Business access layer. So model is nothing but data access layer. That means complete database related code we are going to write in model. Database related code. And Weave is nothing but presentation layer. Complete designing purpose. We are writing the code designing layer. What we are going to see for the first time when we open any website, we are going to see the user interface or design or not. That designing layer is nothing but presentation layer. View. Controller is nothing but action method. That is business access layer. This is called coding part. Coding part. So coding part purpose use control action methods. That is business access layer. Designing part purpose use presentation layer. That is view. View is nothing but presentation. How the users are viewing the first current pages. And database to store the data or customer data purpose, we are going to use database coding. That is data which is present and model only. Now coming to all three integrated, sir. See, coding purpose in the controller layer, we are going to use programming language C#.NET. Design purpose, if you want to design something like this, we are going to write UI technologies. These are the UI technologies we have to use. And database purpose in the MVC design architecture pattern, we are going to use what? Microsoft SQL Server. I hope you understand the concept clearly. So, especially ASP.NET Framework 2, we are going to design and develop web applications. The two web applications on what design pattern through we are going to implement MVC pattern. In MVC pattern, M for model, V for view, C for controller. Model represent data access layer, that is coding. Database coding purpose was subject level Microsoft SQL Server. V is nothing but presentation layer. What end user will see on the screen for the first open website, that is for designing purpose. Design purpose, what we are going to learn UI basics like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap. Okay, and only design and only data is nothing we can do. Only action methods. That means you have to perform some actions. So we need to write some logic part for doing or for making some patterns. That purpose we use controller action methods. That is access layer coding purpose. Use what language? C#. So one language required to develop web application for coding purpose, C#.NET. Designing is required. Designing purpose, we use UI basics. Database is required to store information of client or customer. That purpose we are going to Microsoft SQL Server. So altogether, we will build one application that is web application with MVC architecture. Okay. Now, sir, what about these two subjects? Why these two frameworks again? In ASP.NET web application development, it is an integral part, entity framework as well as web API. So entity framework is nothing but very simple. Without writing raw SQL statements, especially, see, if you want to communicate from front-end application to back-end application, compulsory we need to pass SQL queries. But I'm not going to pass SQL statements like insert query all manually. Without writing raw SQL statements, do you want to perform operations with the database? Then we recommend to use entity framework tool is there. If I do this entity framework tool, what is the main advantage means normal C# class program tool, we can generate tables, we can prepare the SQL statements automatically. That's the reason we are going to use entity framework. Mostly you may not understand at this point what I'm telling you entity framework, but in the reality, whenever we start actual development, you will come to know automatically about entity framework. But one thing I can say, web API. API is very, very important. API is for what? Application programming interface. This application programming interface is very important in the real-time development. Application programming interface. See, sir, very simple. In our daily life, we are going to use many web applications like Sticky app, Flipkart app, Amazon app like that. So generally the applications while we are using, so we need to make communication with application also. It's important. Okay, for example, you are doing Swiggy app. You are placed the food order. After completion of your order, then you need to make the payment. Okay, Swiggy app should communicate with your concerned banking applications, no? So that banking application also should be able to interact with your Swiggy app. You are making payment confirmation so that request and response happen from Swiggy app to your banking app and as well as banking app to your Swiggy app. So both applications are communicating with each other. Then only we make our transaction successful. That communication is going to happen in real time via API. So that is an API concept is very, 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 very important in web development. So API is nothing but application program interface. So what is exact API will do means API is a software tool. API is a software tool which enables the communication, which enables the communication between two or more applications. Yes, two or more applications. So without making the communication between two or more applications, nowadays there is no transactions going to be successful. Compulsory your web application need to talk with other application for better transactions in real time. So if you don't create APIs for your web application, your application cannot speak with other applications to make the transaction successful. So that's what API part also important. For our ASP.NET web applications, we need to generate API. To generate API purpose, we are going to learn what subject, the API subject. So this is also another important subject we are going to teach. API communication, we can say that. So ultimately, in the total .NET package course, you are going to learn front-end development and as well as back-end development. That means ultimately you will get knowledge on front-end development as well as back-end development. But notice this only front-end development because we are going to use UI basics. HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, and Bootstrap. And this is only for design. This is front-end development. The remaining thing like C#.NET programming language, ASP.NET MVC framework, Web API, even including Microsoft SQL Server, they all under comes into back-end application development. So total front-end and back-end. Front-end means only UI basics, designing purpose. Rest of all the subjects are back-end only. So back-end need a lot of things. The programming language, C#.NET. The framework, ASP.NET MVC, Entity Framework, Web API. And the database, Microsoft SQL Server. So total these are subjects which I'm going to cover in entire the .NET package. You're going to learn .NET 8 core version. Okay. So in tomorrow's session, I'll discuss more about what is .NET framework version and what are the .NET core version. Okay. And what editor tool I'm going to use continuously in a .NET development process. You just consider this demo is a very simple basic demo session, just basic information I provide. I hope you understand that. So in this session, just I discuss what is .NET, and .NET is the product of Microsoft, and what subject I'm going to cover, each and every subject purpose, and the duration of this course is 4 months. And tomorrow, actual session is to begin. We will focus complete introduction .NET. Once we complete introduction of .NET, we will start our main programming language is C#.NET code style. So that's all from my side today. I'm going to give you clarity. So this ended the course duration is 4 months. In this 4 months duration, every day session is you got the session video immediately on the same day. It will upload to your Google Drive lifetime access along with complete each and every subject PDF also complete you'll get. And as long as the course is going to be continuing, like lectures are going to continue, complete 100% assistance will be there from my side through WhatsApp group. You can communicate with me any point of any doubts. I'm ready to clarify your doubts. So that's all from my side today. Now it's time to ask any questions from your side. If you have any questions related to .NET, so you can please ask me. I'll try to clarify your doubts.
Hello, sir. Is it
Yeah.
WCF or WF? So
We are not covering that is
WCF, WPF also there. There is this extension of Windows Forms application, WPF presentation. And WCF is not at all repeated. Why? Actually, in the olden days, not used web services. I think you heard about web services.
Yeah.
The web services extension, more communication channels, Microsoft integrated WCF. That is Windows Communication Foundation, Windows Presentation Foundation, WCF you are speaking. But in case of WCF, typically you are using this is advanced version, more advanced channels. That is not included WCF.
Got it, sir. Thank you.
Mohan, are we going to cover the design patterns?
What design patterns? Can you name some designs? Tell me.
There are so many designs.
That's the reason.
Take an example, Singleton and some other.
All part of ASP.NET. Explain that while developing a .NET Core, what design pattern we are going to use. Yeah. Any more questions?
Nowadays, I think that the company reports are concerned on the securities. So we going to promote the security we are creating in our web application.
Obviously. See, the thing is, most of the security functions will take in the coding domain of object-oriented programming itself, but in the development process, we have some authentication and authorization. In that way, we will achieve the security.
Okay, so I mean, after this class, do we have any detailed information that we can identify that how many? When I was doing a registration, I think that is the details are known.
That is course content.
Is the course content. At the time of registration, course content I have seen that very good.
Not getting
So study this.
cloud.
Yes, sir. I'm saying that when I was doing the registration for the class, the course detail was very good.
That is what I'm saying. That is what I'm okay. So I asked many times I'm admitting to remove that course which was in the old version that was very. Okay. So when I'll update total core content will upload very soon. Don't update, just stick with it. Okay.
Sure. But before to start the class, can you detail of the content and any structured content email or somewhere? So you can identify how we are going to.
Obviously, we will take some complete course content in the core we will cover. That was completely there. Again, that's also not prepared by me, so one has to keep on doing that course content. That was completely based on Linux. It's completely old style. It is not very good. We'll try to.
No, but at least they should share before to start.
Sure. Inform immediately. Yeah. Any questions? Yeah, Ravan, go ahead.
Yeah, actually, in the course template, I see only .NET SQL, C# Server will be covered.
That is what, madam, actually, the course content was, which was posted long back. That is keep on continuing. I said my administrative team, but they are removed, but it's only continuing. Please get that latest, which I'm going to cover.
Okay, just fine, sir. I'm asking.
Yeah, it's okay, fine. It's not nothing wrong with you. So just I'm telling you, immediately within couple of days, we'll update in the websites also, which is .NET C#.NET content, S.NET Core and Framework MVC, as well as API with Microsoft SQL Server new operations. Complete update course content will be updated soon. Even stay manually through also. You have to wait for a few days.
Have you covered this Angular?
No, which is required AngularJS in the development. So mainly we will touch AngularJS, not completely.
Microservices?
Microservices obviously will cover. So see, microservices as well as AngularJS, which is really using ASP.NET. So this complete development process that will inject, not in C#, not in SQL.
Okay. Front end means what technologies are here covered?
So whatever the design is required from HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, Bootstrap, we will design the front application development. See, actually, I want to give some clarity here. People asking completely front end development, also Angular, Node.js, some days are there. That design and logic purpose, it's also good. But the reason is, here our main target is ASP.NET developer. So your target is ASP.NET developer. So if you are focused completely full stack designer, so we're asking that UI knowledge and React, Angular, Node, how much frameworks do you want to? Then you can learn it. That is design, complete design as well. But only target is here .NET developer. So coding more focus, not designing. I
So
hope
here, yeah, you can cover any web API project, any code operations.
Cloud operations very we can cover. So along with API, we performance all the cloud operations against data, even ASP.NET Core we cover, MVC also we cover with entity framework. That's not an issue. It's a specification.
If you have any updated topics to cover, and you have written or something, can you share with us so that we can go to what are
you have to say. The thing is, whatever the course within 1 or 2 days, we will reach a percent also. Even according to your requirement, if you have you just take me the recs, we will cover update complete. It's based on your requirements. But from my side, whatever the industry needs right now in the current trends, we will include all the topics. But other than this, if we require, if you are a real professional, you are working jobs, in your job profile, what they are asking, so these topics are required for you daily, that just let me know so that I can include that also. I hope you understand what I'm saying.
Yes, I understand that.
Yeah.
The logic for dependence injection and
Everything.
startup class, those are all covered, right?
Yeah, sure.
So how much duration it will take to complete?
Minimum 4 months, maximum 4.5 months.
Okay. So here notes you are providing separately or in the class itself we need to write the notes itself?
No need to write, just listen and go. And everything is there in PDF. I used to send that PDF to in the day itself only, total documentation. And lecture videos, you have to watch it daily basis. Videos you will get. No need to write the notes. Instead of that, just while session is going, how I am doing the logic, and you can do also simultaneously. That will be good. Don't take notes in notebooks, because I used to provide all the PDF documentation. That's enough to it.
Yeah, just only bit of Angular will be covered, right?
Covered. Yes, yes. See, we don't need much more front-end development. You will see why I'm telling you, because majority of the templates will be in .NET Core itself.
Sir, you can include React.js instead of Angular because which is latest and Angular, right? Because I React. So
That is what, madam. See, React and Angular, yes, you have to learn separately. But, so that session signers are differently available. If you need really complete course, I'll ask you. After that, how you are injecting your data, you get clarity. This is completely .NET Core syllabus, which I clearly mention what subject is there. C# language, .NET related frameworks, with basic design of UI. I'm telling you once again, this is completely .NET developed course. It's not completely focused on design and activity at Angular. Got it?
no, sir. But like you will include lightly AngularJS. So I'm saying that instead of AngularJS, you can include React.
That is, that are completely anyway, it is recommended really that I'll include about it.
And one more query. Razor pages also included.
Obviously, that is a part of our calculation. You have to automate the Razor engine, Razor pages, so many. That is a part of that.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
So here we are going to explain programs, right? Those are covered like a real-time project. No need to connect to the real-time project after that also. What you suggest, sir? We can go ahead.
The thing is, madam, just listen. That is how the way you are approaching for your job. That means we want to get a job as an experienced candidate, like keeping 2 years or 3 years is a matter. And one thing, other thing is as a fresher. So many students approaching the job as a fresher only. So I still recommend who are applying a job for fresher, they need to include hands-on development projects which we covered in our class. That what I recommend to include your resume. So that because you don't have real experience really, so that you can claim yourself as a developer because I have experience development so and so projects. That you can explain in front of them. But who are looking for job for an experienced candidate, if you put the 2 years or experience, I don't really recommend to include any projects in the resume. That's my point. Because already claim from your side, you are experienced person, and the experienced person, no one can keep the projects in the resume. Instead of that, you lose their roles and responsibilities of your previous company, how you did them. As a fresher, I recommend to include any projects which we covered. But as an experienced person, you need not include any projects. Instead of that, you keep your roles and responsibility of your previous company.
Okay.
Yeah. So fine, and attend this session. Okay. So see tomorrow you can use the same link for continuously on next 4 demo lectures. After comes the 4 demo lecture, you can decide whether you wish to do this or not. You can feel free to take it, no force. And next time, see you tomorrow at same time using same link.
Hello, Mohan sir. Good evening.
Please wait a minute. I'll start session.
Sure.
Fine. Let's start straight session. So this is the first session of your .NET Core package course. So this is .NET 8. So I'm going to cover all the subjects related to .NET 8 standard. So .NET Core 8 also we can call it as .NET 8 or .NET Core 8. So we are in 8th version, that is Core 8 version of .NET. So I'm going to teach all the subjects in .NET package .NET 8. Okay. But there is .NET framework is there as well as core framework is there. So I'll let you know that is the main difference between framework and core framework. Very simple. .NET framework means platform dependent style. .NET Core means platform independent style. It is only the difference mainly. But in it was completely based on .NET framework only. It makes platform dependent. What is platform dependent as well as independent, I'll explain you. But later onwards, like 2016 onwards, Microsoft introduced .NET Core frameworks also. So who are looking for making their applications are platform independent style. So simple, platform dependent means the .NET framework applications can only run on Windows-based operating systems. It cannot run on other operating systems. Whereas .NET Core platform in the sense, .NET applications can able to run on any operating system like Windows, Unix, Linux, other operating systems also. So which one do you want to use? You can use, but majority of the people nowadays .NET Core because core means you can make platform independent style. So program run a .NET application any platform can build for any platform, including like Unix, okay, Windows, as well as macOS. So that's the reason .NET 8 version that is Core 8 version. So first of all, what is .NET style? Later on, I'll include clearly what kind of subjects are going to teach in complete .NET package. Okay. So first of all, what is .NET? Actually, .NET is the product of Microsoft family. Yes. .NET is the product of Microsoft. You are already. .NET is completely product of Microsoft. Yes. So Microsoft team members they implement completely .NET. So there is no other author of .NET. The reason is .NET completely built by multiple developers. This is completely Microsoft community. The reason is completely .NET is the product of Microsoft. And .NET is a framework actually. Initially, Microsoft introduced .NET as a framework. So it is not a technology, it is a language. What is .NET? It is a framework. Okay. So it is completely designed by Microsoft. So it's a framework. It's completely designed by Microsoft. Okay. .NET was announced by Gates. .NET was announced by Blitz in the year of 2000. The first version of .NET was released in the year of 2000. From 2000 onwards, we are using .NET to build applications in real life. First version was released in the year of 2000. It was announced first time by Bill Gates in the year of 2000. It's completely invented and designed by Microsoft. But what is .NET stands for? Okay. So according to Microsoft, there was no official abbreviation of .NET. Okay. But most of programs are developed used to call it as network enabled technology, or some programs used to call it as network enterprise technology. Network enterprise technology. But I'm saying according to Microsoft, there is no official abbreviation of it. Only the program party users they used to call it as NET stands for network enterprise technology. But generally, this technology means most of the applications of the building most of the applications which run over the internet or over the network. That's what we are calling as network technology. But remember that Microsoft never announced the abbreviation for .NET, that is network enabled technology or network enterprise technology, only .NET. .NET. You may get doubt what is .NET stands for. Dot is nothing but it is extension. Or according to our programming terminology, in our especially, dot is nothing but one operator, one kind of operator, like access operator, member access operator. See, when while writing in .NET to run, every time we use most of the cases dot extension or dot access operator only. Okay, so console dot windows dot forms dot every time dot will be the role actually. If you miss that dot, there will be a big problem in coding part. So basically, dot is not extension actually, but it is an one kind of operator like member access operator. So it's called operator. So just the information about .NET, what is .NET. Okay, that's it. I can say anybody asking what is .NET means .NET is a tool, you can say that. Not program language, not really. Undoubtedly, in .NET, we are going to like programming language and we are going to like technologies. Okay, complete combination is. .NET is framework. Microsoft will bring .NET framework or .NET Core framework to developers to build applications. Okay, now it's time to talk about .NET framework and .NET Core framework. What is the main difference? .NET framework as well as .NET Core framework. What is the difference? Nothing. But I said that initially, when we started .NET like first version 2002, there was only .NET framework. There is no .NET Core. Okay, from the base, from 2022 onwards, people use .NET framework only to build a lot of applications. Okay, build a lot of applications. So from 2002 to 2015, there is only .NET framework. .NET framework means which makes .NET applications are platform dependent actually. This is most important to understand that. Dependent. Okay, platform dependent means what? The moment when develop any application using .NET framework, that .NET applications can only run on which kind of system? Windows kind of operating system only. Yes, Windows OS.
only Windows it's possible to run. And the moment then start development of .NET applications using .NET framework, the application cannot run on other operating systems like macOS, Unix, Linux, and others. Purely platform dependent style only. That's the reason, even though .NET was popular and using .NET, we can build application development is faster rate just because of Java was platform independent. Most developers or most of the people preferred Java at that time. Even it is popular with the period 2002 to 2015, .NET was became popular, but even though still majority of the people recommend or they were used Java just because of already Java from the beginning onwards are independent style, which makes run on all operating system. That's the reason Microsoft community think that introduced from 2016. Look at this .NET Core version from 2016. First time introduced .NET Core version from 2016 till today. We are using .NET Core only. 2016 was introduced .NET Core, which makes completely what's a .NET applications apart from independent style. That's independent style. Independent things which can run on all operating systems, always. Windows, Unix, macOS, and other OS. So tell me, what is our learning process? .NET Core or .NET Framework? Anyone? But most of the cases nowadays people are learning .NET Core, not .NET Framework. But still some companies who have already associated .NET Framework with a project still use .NET Framework version, which makes platform independent style. Okay, but nowadays, .NET Core version, it is equal to Java. How Java makes platform independent style. Same .NET also similarly makes platform independent style when the moment you use .NET Core Framework. So the core version and framework version mean differences. For clarity, 2016 still a platform independent style, but core only. The core version we are the 8th version right now. Okay, so that's what you're getting .NET Core 8 or .NET 8 you can say. If I ask you which version of .NET you say .NET 8, else you say .NET Core 8. Okay, .NET 5, 6, 7, 8 also even 9 are the way what you use. We are doing .NET 8 this course of and using complete .NET 8 core only we are going to discuss. For interview purpose and getting a job purpose, this is better approach. This is latest and all the updation things we are going to learn in our sessions. Okay, so this is .NET clear. But once I will explain you. In mathematics version, I'll explain you clearly framework versions, core version also no problem. There are star versions is there. But well, my plan is to do is I want to explain you this .NET 8 packages, especially, and how the way we are going to discuss all the .NET 8 related subjects. What subject I'm going to cover, I must discuss here because you must get a clarity if you're going to learn .NET completely. So you must know that what objects are there in .NET package. So, okay, so first remember that here in .NET, so you must learn one language that is C#.NET. Yes, these are programming languages. Remember, this is very important language. After 45 days to 50 work days, we will focus completely the learning process of C#.NET. This is without programming knowledge. You can't develop any further application. That's the reason C# is the main subject and core subject. How Java people learn Java language code before they implement their application. So how they learn Java language. So the code advantage of .NET developers, what language they have C# program language. Next, ASP.NET. This core which I am explaining. ASP.NET core. Next part subject is ASP.NET core MVC. What will we do? Fourth one is ASP.NET core entity framework. These are all the ASP.NET family only completely entity framework. Okay. Next fourth one is ASP.NET. So ASP.NET, ASP.NET API. Yes, which is really important in the API. And next, sixth one is UI technology basics. That means what? UI basics. UI basics. It's HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, and Bootstrap. Okay, the UI technology basics. And seventh one is, which is really important, Microsoft SQL Server. That means MS SQL Server. This is really part of Microsoft time. Okay, in this part, we are going to learn these subjects. C# and main programming language. In ASP.NET development, we are going to total 4 frameworks: core framework, MVC framework, entity framework, API framework. And designing for Dell.
Yes, sir. Just sorry to interrupt you. I have a question.
Sure.
So we are going to go ahead with these steps. Are we going to cover the authorization and authentication application? For example, if we think about Windows application, how to do this in an application. Nowadays, working how they are doing this. Like authentication.
Much more focus on Windows application with Microsoft SQL Server all. Yeah.
As well, are we going to cover how to host application? How server works.
You mean to say you are saying about web application?
Yes, sir. When I'm talking about the application, how to host on an ISP server.
Obviously.
But
That's configuration will teach. Obviously, service important. If internet information service, we can host our website or server. We can use that IP address. Web.
Thank you.
See, so it's ASP.NET related subjects which I'm going to cover. And technologies basics, which is really helpful to design a web application. And all the .NET programmer, you must have a server, Microsoft SQL Server, database knowledge also. So the initial stage, we are going to start programming language that is .NET. After completion of introduction of .NET, we are going to start programming language that is C#. Okay, so next we are going to start SQL Server, Microsoft SQL Server database syllabus. I will cover. Once you have good knowledge at C#.NET program as well as good knowledge in database managing the data. Okay, once you've got a database area and programming language, then we'll start an ASP.NET development with MVC architecture, entity framework architecture, everything, with including UI technical designing progress. These HTML, CSS, So to cover all these topics, detailed lectures with detailed coding and with PDF application I'm going to review. So total duration of this course is minimum 4 months, maximum 4.5 months. Correct. 4 months duration is required for all covering these subjects with a proper training and proper picture. So you want to get proper knowledge you want to become a good at programming, or else you want to get job, you must focus 4 months on all these subjects. Once you learn these all subjects, undoubtedly you should be in a position to get interviews and easily can able to survive to get what. But still remember that job opportunities are there in doctor, but you must show your that's it. Okay. So and one thing here, topic wise competition preparation and topic wise also we will write same programs we will handle review and the session recorded is going to take place. The same day recorded session video we will upload your good the video access or lifetime access. No what we can say lock period, only 6 months or 8 like especially my videos, even I spend full stack of Python, full stack .NET, full stack, so all my videos are lifetime access. Even my team will send a mail 6 months access because this common message to all students after this. Most of the type of Durga they used to give the access the video access for 6 months my site and lifetime access. So I can once I give access the full access to that lifetime watch videos which I uploaded. So that is the include PDF and introductions and everything will be covered in our chat. Okay. Next one,
my question. So right now I'm working professional and my company is working. They have a legislation. I did the course on the doctorate. That's why I'm running. So does it ask me to technical doctor?
No, that's what I'm saying. But only the thing is you have to be focused and attend regular classes. Like I need to, you can feel to ask the question in class like how you are asking. At the same time, once demo lecture our photo demo lecture, please click the demo lecture. After the 10 process is over, on the time, especially I am in person, we are pending creations. They keep on the questions, so we can click the response in the book only. So communication will keep on going as I mentioned after some questions also can be the process. So every time we will ask you